Good morning. This is a study group for A Course in Miracles. No, it's not. I tricked you. It's A Course of Love, and it's the channeled book by Mari Perron, which came after A Course in Miracles. And we're only reading the prelude at the moment because it's so delicious. we get through about 2 verses a day, and today we might do 4 because there's only some little tiny verses. But I get so excited when I study this book because it just completely changes my perception of everything and gives me a whole visual way of seeing life in a different way, which is one of the most exciting things for me. Is how can I see things differently? Because I've been programmed and patterned all my life by a dysfunctional society that has not gifted me the way love does. So let's have a look at it. We're reading Prelude 32. You read what authors write and feel that you know not only their character, but them as well. You meet an author face to face and you can seldom see in them what you saw in their writing. When you meet an author face to face, you view their form. When you read their words, you view their content. And when you quit seeing from the ego's eyes, you quit seeing form and quit searching for it. You begin to see content. Content is all you have of God. There is no form to see, yet in the content is the form revealed. This is true seeing, for content is all, and form is nothing. The content of God is love. And that's why I say to you, stop reacting to the word God and replace it with the word love, because love is everywhere, and that's what it is. It's love. Love has created everything. Now we're talking about Jesus. Jesus, the Son of God. You are the Son of God. Jesus embodied God by embodying love. It's just a metaphor, really. God is love. Jesus is love. You are love. We are all love. And that is the content, not the form. He came to reverse the way God was thought of, to put an end to seeing God in human terms of vengeance, punishment, and judgment. Jesus did this not only by embodying God in form, but by giving a true rather than a false picture of power. Before the coming of the Word made flesh, the incarnation, the only idea humankind could draw of an all-powering being, was a being whose power resembled the powerful among them. Jesus took such a stand against those with this kind of power that he was put to death. But Jesus did not advocate for a powerless people. Jesus taught true power, the power of love, the power proven by the resurrection. Well, I think we all resurrect each other every day, every moment when we wake up. But let's pull it apart. Okay. You read what authors write and feel that you know not only their characters, but them as well. So I'm a writer. I'm currently channeling a book for the angels, for the archangels from the 5th dimension. And if you are looking at me now, you're not seeing what's inside me. You're seeing my exterior, and that's what we've been trained as human beings to look at. Form. So this is the form, but it's not the content. Yet you meet an author face to face and you seldom see in them what you saw in their writing. Well, I hope you don't see me in my writing, because it's not me that's channeling it. It's being channeled through, It's being channeled through me, and that is divinity expressing love in content, giving it to you in content so that you can absorb it and understand why the angels are here and what they're doing. So when you meet an author face to face, you view their form. And yet, how often do we walk into a party or somewhere where we don't know anybody and we say, what do you do? So that we can label them, put them into a form that, they're a lawyer. Okay, we have opinions about a lawyer. They're a builder. We have opinions about builders. We're an artist. Okay, we have another opinion about that as well. And so as soon as we find something that's acceptable or not acceptable to us, we put it into a little box and label, this person is worthwhile or this person isn't worthwhile. And it's a crazy system. It's a crazy earth we live in. When you read their words, you view their content. When you quit seeing with the ego's eyes, you quit seeing form and quit searching for it. You begin to see the content. You begin to see what's inside each other. How beautiful would it be if we could walk into the same party, instead of asking someone what they do, just sit silently and observe who they are, the content that's being presented into the world. And that can be a facial expression, it can be an act of love, it can be, look in someone's eyes. And knowing that they are the pure expression of love. Everybody in the room is a pure expression of love. And when they're walking in their egoic mind, they may not be presenting that. But that doesn't mean they're not love. And that doesn't mean they're not on their path and their journey towards love. Content is all you have of God. There is no form to see, yet in the content is the form revealed. This is true seeing, for content is all and form is nothing. The form is a vehicle. We just hop in and out of them. We think that birth and death are such big things, but they're not really. They're just a means of getting inside the vehicle and getting out of it again. The content of God is love. The content of God is love. If you don't get anything else today, get that. Jesus embodied God by embodying love. Once upon a time, I used to, in my religious path as a child, I used to get told God is love, but I never got it. I never got it until I left that religious box that I'd put myself in and truly understood by reversing it, love is God. Love is guidance of divinity. And we know love from the human perspective of falling in love and choosing to love. But when we truly experience divine love and how it feels within us, the bliss is just phenomenal. Jesus came to reverse the way God was thought of, to put an end to seeing God as in human terms of vengeance, punishment and judgment. Gosh, I grew up in that. Everything was about being a good girl, and I had this huge good girl complex, terrified of being punished, terrified of other people's judgments, especially my mother's and father's judgment. And maybe my school teacher's judgment, and maybe the judgment of the people that I love the most. And we are afraid of that because it's really cruel. And certainly a way that I don't want to live anymore. Jesus did this not only by embodying God in human form, but by giving a true rather than a false picture of power. Every day we embody love in a human form. Every day. And I'm willing to give up that false picture of power. Before the coming of the Word made flesh, the incarnation, before the coming of the Word made flesh, that is love embodying human form, the incarnation, the only idea humankind could draw an all-powerful being, was a being whose power resembled the powerful among them. And I mean, look at how the Romans treated each other. They fed you to the lions and the gladiators, and it was all about violence. And this is where we got this concept of all-powerful being. Jesus took such a stand against those with this kind of power that he was put to death. But Jesus did not advocate for a powerless people. Jesus taught true power, the power of love, the power proven by the resurrection. The power of love. And it is powerful. When you can walk into someone else's life with that power of love and shine it out like a beacon to them. It's like this breath of fresh air, this calmness, this peace, this awesome gratitude. There's a comfortableness about being in the power of love. There's a deliciousness about being loved in that way. And I, for one, am willing to walk the path of love into the lives of those around me, but particularly into my own life, making good choices for me based on love of self. And when I can truly give that to myself, I have so much more to give to others, easily and effortlessly. So I hope you've enjoyed today's little reading, and we will see you tomorrow. I'm in Morayfield in Queensland at the moment, and this is me signing out. Bye for now.